Hey, how you doing? This is Wandering Veteran. Nice to see you guys again. I'm just going to wait a moment as a few people get on. Hey, how you doing? Zeno? A little too low. Maybe very too low. Alright, there you go. How you doing, Johanna Parrish? Nice folding chair. Hey, that's all the chairs I got. Yep. It's the lawn chair. It's my only chair yet. Just moved in a month ago. So I'm just starting to finally get things together. And so after this live, guys, I'm actually going to be going live again for about half an hour on my T channel. It's going to be my first time going live on that. So whoever's first on that will be the first to ever be on my live. So, pretty awesome. See here, a bit too high. See here. Alright, doing alright. Okay, I'm doing fine as well. Huh. Interesting. Very well. You're gonna get up a little higher. Huh. Alright. How you doing though, Johanna Parrish? See, there's 5 in here. So guys, let's talk about some of the plans I'm actually doing. That's definitely crooked a little bit. There we go. Can't wait to get a nice solid tripod. This one is very finicky. It's really good for gripping onto stuff, but it's finicky. Anyway, yeah, so let me just make sure the audio is fine as well. Probably going to make sure it's not squealing or something again. It's not squealing or something again. It's not squealing or something again. Yeah, it's fine. You guys heard an echo because I was just checking on my laptop. Okay, so yeah, we're good. Camera could definitely be closer, but it's not really possible. Yeah. You love those camping chairs? Awesome. Yeah, it does well for me for my first furniture because I have it from just keeping it in my car just for case, for an event or whatever. So I was like, hey, I have this chair still. I might as well use it, and I can have it for drinks and put my food here on my. So yeah, it serves its purpose for now. Um, yeah. See here. Fine. Just pop in to say hey. Can't stay. Alright, yeah. You're on a family function. That's awesome. Hey, JW, if you stay just a moment, I was actually specifically going to say something to you. Um, just note, for one of my reviews coming hopefully maybe Tuesday, it's going to be out. I made a slight consideration for you for one of the items I chose, so just so you know. Because it was not, you'll know it's specifically in regards to you because, yeah, you'll know. I don't want to say more because you're probably already starting to guess. So anyways, just something minor, not just in my video. yeah. So anyway, guys, like I said, this is gonna be an hour here, and then a half hour on the Wandering Tea Apprentice channel that I have, and I have a lot going on. So I actually, I would say I have just as much going on that channel as this channel right now. I know it doesn't look like it because there's only one video, but I actually have two halves of videos done. Basically, I had done them a while back, and I just hadn't got the second portion like done that has to be done at home, and then I have a couple more like home fermenting of tea videos coming on. So on that channel, there's just a ton going on. I have about 5 videos that I already know are coming, maybe 6, I guess I could say, about 6 videos that I already have like fairly planned out. And then for this channel, I have a lot planned out. It's just like I have about 2 videos for this week that I've already planned, so we'll see exactly what happens with them. So I actually have, technically, I guess I have more plans on my T channel right now. However, I do have plenty coming on here. It's just, it's definitely gonna ramp up a little bit in early September, I think, and so let's see, on this channel, hopefully, so I should be in full gear in like, thinking November on this channel, so. But of course, I will definitely have videos every week, regardless, as well as lives. So yeah, it's not just going to be, but yeah, you're good, JW. I'm only saying that specific thing to you. Just you'll know it'll be so obvious what I'm talking about. It's just a little addition I made to a video just for you. See you later. So anyway, yeah, I'm planning of just so much stuff right now. I have, like I said, 6 videos for my T channel. About 2 videos for this channel that I firmly know. I have like tons of other ideas. They're just not happening. So I'm gonna have at least 2 uploads this week. On this channel, we'll see how many. I'm pretty sure I can get a 3rd one in there somehow. But yeah. But how are you doing though, as well as Xeno Saga? Oh, as well as I actually have, I guess I'll see if I can get it done. Hopefully I can, because I have to use a different editor than my current one because it won't allow me. There's an old video I made. Was it right? Huh. Yeah, it was back in 2017, about December 2017. I made this video and I've never released it. Pretty decent video. I just the file type wasn't compatible with this editor, and I just was like, I'll do it when I get to it, and I know I will get to it eventually. And so it's actually has to do more with my content now than when I first started. So it actually is more relevant now than before anyway. So it's actually, I suppose it was a good thing that I waited, because I actually put some good effort in that video, and I think if it was one of my first videos, it wouldn't have gotten much attention on that, and it was out of context of my channel. So I think it's actually a pretty good time to release it right about now. I'm going to have tons of follow-ups to that video as well. They're going to be different style, because that format, the way it was done, I filmed it with someone else as well, and so it's not something I can really do follow-ups on, but I can do follow-ups on the topic. And also I will be releasing more videos in Spanish as well, so like I said, I mean, even sitting here, I'm already, ideas are going through my head. So I've already, now I have 5 videos I'm thinking of, just since talking to you guys. Just stuff I remembered mostly. Nice to see me live again. Awesome. Had a nice weekend so far. Yeah. Um, when weeks and weekends kind of blend together, there's no definitive difference for me personally. Um, but I mean, it does make a difference as far as people watching my channel. They watch differently on the weekends. So as far as that goes, on the YouTube side, there's a little difference. But in my personal life, I just kind of just blends together the days now. Yeah. Oh, and I didn't finish, guys. I didn't finish editing the subtitles for the Burger King taco video, but I was also slightly on purpose as well, because sometimes it's like kind of like they did for Pong. Like sometimes when you make a mistake, you realize it's a clever thing as well. Because I wanted to see how far people actually watch the video, because I think that there's. See, I'm not sure why they said it, but there's one person who mentioned about where's the English subtitles. I only got one person who asked that. And I had done half of them, so I don't know if they. It's a fair chance that they didn't actually watch it because they were like, oh, I don't know how to use it. I'm thinking that's more possible. So that's a it's a slight possibility though that they did watch about halfway, because I did the subtitles about halfway, and then I was also kind of at the same time curious. Like I had a little pause of should I finish the subtitles, because I'm like curious, because are people going to watch the whole video if they're watching not knowing Spanish? And so I think the answer is no, that most of the people did not finish it. However, I can't really say. Maybe a lot of people, like, there's a lot of physical cues through body language, but I don't think people, I don't know. I'm curious. Did you guys, are any of you guys on here that actually don't speak Spanish, which is probably only one of you guys who do speak Spanish on here right now, did you actually watch the full video despite not having subtitles for the whole video? By the way, guys, using English subtitles is very, very easy. If you click the gear button, I was thinking about like if I was gonna put it actually in my video to say how to use the English subtitles, but I was like, I don't wanna affect the video itself by adding some like side information. So I decided not to put it in the actual video, but I'm thinking maybe I should put in the description like how to use the subtitles, but I wonder if someone doesn't know how to use the subtitles, are they going to actually check in the description in the first place? So I'm not really sure. I'm trying to figure out trying to predict people, how are they gonna react to certain content and stuff. That's kind of one thing of learning your audience is like, maybe they do watch the whole thing and I'm like, I just don't have enough confidence in my own work, or maybe it's just, I don't know. So I'm curious as far as, did it being in Spanish actually impact people that much that are watching in English, or did most of them who were going to watch anyway? I'm curious. So I'm gonna get to the comments here that I haven't been reading for a few minutes. I wanted them to build up a little bit. Alright, so I can get into them. Alright, so nice to see you live again. Yeah, okay, got on there. Your sweatshirt making me sweat. Yeah, it's not that hot here, but I also wore it because, what's on here? This is Jaime Ibanez, and so it was like his shirt I got for, I just like his channel a lot. He's awesome, so see, golden, there's a bunch of highs. Sorry guys, I really don't think it's the internet anymore, because whenever I check my internet and there's a stream interruption, it seems like it's never to do with the internet anymore. It says why it disconnected. It says something like service or something, but I just noticed that like my internet was perfectly fine on my other device, and this stream got disconnected. So I don't think it's internet. I think it just has to do with the interface of the YouTube application, unfortunately. So this is how it is. Because I've noticed, like, it seems like just about everyone has their stream interrupted. Um, so I don't think it's the internet itself anymore. I've really gotten that kind of notion that since I've gotten very reliable internet. Anyway, so yeah, I'm back. And how are you doing, Jaime? That hoodie though, I know. I was just telling people about it. Yeah, guys. So if your quality went down, just go into settings and then you can fix that. Because I know for me, even if it says 720p, it's not really 720p, and I've dealt with that before on another live. It'll say it's 720p, but it's not anymore. It'll get blurry. So it's just that little gear icon. Just you can probably even put recommended again. It'll fix it, or maybe exit the stream and enter again. But I'd say easier than exiting and all that would be just go to that little gear icon. You're just gonna, if you're on a computer, you're just gonna wave your mouse right over the video. Has like a little gear, and it says like HD, or you'll see settings, and you just click it, and right there it'll say quality. Just click that, 720p or auto, because auto should be 720p. Anyway, so yeah, that's how you do that, and then it's just how it works. Well, yeah, I was saying how Alright, I was just saying a bunch of my plans. So I'm going to be doing some like crazier challenges than I've done before. Spicy challenges are not coming this week. They're maybe in a couple weeks I'll have some more spicy challenge videos. Again, like I said, the tea is kind of my main focus this week, as I'm trying to ramp it up to kind of get it started up. So I want some content up there so people kind of like take it a little more serious. Because when you see a channel that only has like 1 to 5 videos, it's like you don't know how serious the person is, or you know what I mean. Even if they put some good quality content out there, I want to build some consistency so I get some actual kind of loyalty going on there. And a lot of people don't drink tea, and that's fine. A lot of people do though. I think it's a more popular topic. So as far as drinks go, besides water, it's the most popular drink. So a lot of people think it's like soda or some type of alcohol. It's not correct per the statistics. How you doing, Jesse Michael? Old man. Oh, there's someone called Old Man on here. How you doing? Hi everyone. I missed the first message. I didn't see that one. But hi to you. Yeah, so I was right on the call of doing Sunday lives, because for me personally, it seems to be the best. My specific audience, you guys, seem to be specifically most available on Sundays, so for watching this content. So yeah, I'm doing all right. You guys are gonna be shocked. I'm gonna show you after this live. I think I'll show you a glimpse of just how much stuff I got for my kombucha. I have a second type of kombucha I'm going to be making. I'm not talking about like regular kombucha. Like it's so just for reference, I haven't looked up what is kombu, but cha actually means tea in Chinese, and the word tea in Chinese is more literal. So when I speak of tea, I'm talking about actual Camellia sinensis. I have a Camellia sinensis plant on my porch right now, and I'll show you what that is on my tea channel as well. So if you're curious about that, so I'm gonna talk a little bit about it. I'm not getting any tea actually off that one probably for quite some time. if ever. I'm not even sure exactly which varietal it is. Haven't figured that out yet because there's just so many types, and it just says Camellia sinensis, and should be fine regardless. But they're kind of acclimated to different types of weather and stuff, and to know how to best care for it and know what type of tea I can get from it. It's best to know because white through black tea is from the same plant. Anyway, and red tea, as in rooibos, is not tea. Now people want to go, well, it counts too. Yeah, it's. I'm not saying it's not a good drink, but it's literally not tea. It's tea's kind of people use it kind of loosely as any kind of like drink that's not like some like modern beverage like a cola or something. But it's yeah. Just thought I would drop in to see what is going on. Well, it was awesome to see you. Yeah, so like I said, I'm not doing anything specific on this live. However, I'm talking more about kind of my plans and what I am going to do in this coming week, and I was wanted to get some more kind of feedback of kind of some of the stuff you're looking forward to, and so I've kind of been doing some polls. I'm trying to transition my audience off of MREs per se. Like I will do MREs from time to time, but I don't want people to just come hoping that they'll see MREs. There will be MREs. My goal is to maybe do one review a week or something along those lines. We'll see. One MRE a week is the goal, and no more of doing the kind of whole cases of stuff, because I realized it's just not that popular to like what I did with. I got a whole case of British rations, and I just realized like as the rations went by, people were less interested because it's about 50% of the components are identical or very similar, and so like after the first few, people are like kind of already losing interest in them. So I think one of each type. Like if I'm going to get a ration of a specific brand, just one of that ration, get a good representative one, or if there's anything special or like from a different time period or something, that's a different case. But if we're talking about like say 2018 rations, I'll get maybe just the pizza ration because I've already done all other rations from like 2015 era. So got an MRE from Hurricane Katrina. That's awesome. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. The guy actually has a speaker as his thing. He's like, I can't hear. It's funny. Just not sure what I want to do with it. Wait, I missed something. Oh, with the MRE. Well, I mean, if you go with the kind of the standard of once you get on YouTube of let's just go with Old Smoky, and myself as well. If I have a ration, really, I have the rations to show them. Is kind of my purpose more, not to just keep them for decades, or something like that. I'm not per se a collector, or something along those lines. So yeah, I do want to be kind of fairly self-reliant, to not need to go to the grocery store all the time and stuff for a multitude of purposes, for any type of emergency situation and stuff. I want plants and all that on my own, but I'm not per se to that kind of level where I'm like having these pallets of like food and stuff. Maybe sometime I'll have a legitimate kind of like some boxes or something, but in general. That's not quite what I'm going for. I'm more kind of reviewing food per se. How you doing, David and Gina? Turn the volume up. Okay, let me hear here. Okay, I think it's the distance away from the phone. I think that's the issue, and it's also with the visual as well. So let me think here a moment. I think I have a solution. Now that I thought for a moment, came to me really fast, luckily. So I'll be right back in 30 seconds with you guys. I'm just gonna move this forward, and that should increase the sound. Now that should be about good. Let's see if I need any further adjustments. Let's see here. Alright, so the laptop's fairly out the way. Okay, how's the audio? Is it like 10% louder or something there, guys? I can handle 10%. Let's see here. Have a good foot and a half, about a good foot closer, so. Did the same thing I did. Alright, awesome, woman. Sponge dude. Oh, did I miss another comment from him? Let's see here. Hello, folks. How you doing, Carolina Hillbilly 1961? So I'm guessing 61's your birth date, and you're from Carolina, somewhere in the countryside, per your name. It's the assumption, so. Let's see here. Alright. So anyways, guys, about half an hour. There's going to be a short break, about maybe 10-15 minutes, and I'm going to go live for about half an hour on my T channel. Retiring to the Philippines this year. Okay, so I got 3 people going to the Philippines, or well, with connection to the Philippines, rather. I guess that's a better way to phrase that. Till I get my new lap. Well, I thought you already got it. I knew about you told me about the meetup, but I kind of assumed by I think you said, like, I'm got a laptop, I thought you said in past tense, or I don't remember exactly. I thought you're still, you just got it like a day or something ago. Okay, so awesome. Is there anything particular you plan to do with said laptop for your channel, or is it just in general for your general life more? Right. Okay, but I guess I gotta wait a moment for him to reply. Okay. Anyway, so what part of the Philippines, you guys, are you going to? Relax, Jesse. Come on now. I said I ordered it last night. Pay attention, bro. Come on, man. Okay. Uh, I'm not sure. Did you say it in a live or something? I'm not sure. Because I didn't watch the live from yesterday. Alright, anyway. Anyway, yeah, I have a lot going on. So, anyway. I got just so much stuff for my channels though today. Today and the last couple days. Just for checking all kinds of stuff. And you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. I'll show you guys on the T channel as well. But is there anything? You relax. Come on, man. I'm relaxed. I'm just you said pay attention, bro. I don't know. To me, I'm not sure. I can't hear tones by reading. But anyway. Alright, so going back to the actual channel that sea rats, I have not paid attention to them. Alright, sorry, Jesse, I apologize for not knowing you did not receive your laptop yet. Okay. As far as sea rats, yeah, I have not tried them. I tried one. What was it? Here, I think I still have the little box. Okay, Jesse. Thank you. Yeah, Jesse. I'll be right back. I'll see what I got. I did a review on this, but I actually kept the little box. Okay, yeah, this is what I got. It's from the 70s. I made an actual video, so I don't remember all the details on that anymore, but it's a B3 unit. So that's the only really, truly old one I've looked at. Why do I still have the box and the cans? Don't have a good reason on that. I just do. Just decided to keep them because they're just something so old, and I just thought there's something special about that, and I don't really plan anytime soon getting another one. Doubt it. If they're available anymore. Yeah, I'm sure like from time to time it'll pop up on somewhere like eBay or an auction site in general, I guess should be. You'll find them from time to time. But you're just gonna have to kind of wait on it and just see, or otherwise have some connections. For historical value, I don't know. I feel like there's probably hundreds of them still out there that are like actually filled with food, and then yeah, not sure really yet. Just for now, just decided to not throw them out when I had them, and I was like, I decided I'll keep them until I decide what I'm going to do with them or not do with them. So I don't know, it's just open can, like it's literally just as when I reviewed it, it's just I opened it and I cleaned it out, of course, but didn't want any food residue in there. But besides that, it's original. Yeah, they are around. Yeah, absolutely. Um, let's see here. All right, so I'm not getting any more comments anymore. Okay, I was. All right, so I'll just kind of go off on something else. All right. As far, oh, here we go. How much was the chair? Thinking about getting one. You are thinking about getting one. Okay. Um, I got this in like 2014, so I'm not really sure, but it's somewhere around like the exact, but it's somewhere around like $30. You can get a decent lawn chair, like that's gonna last. Maybe not like quality. This isn't quality, but you can see it's starting to tear here. I've been using it regularly, so I've been putting a lot of stress on it, doing this kind of stuff. So not really, you know, keeping it up, you know. But at the same time, it's not meant to be used extensively, per se. Maria La Linda, how are you doing? When you places set up, they make nice little place around the pad pieces. They make nice little piece around the pad pieces. I'm not sure what you meant by that. $30 to $40 will get a goodish one like that. Okay, so probably like good-ish one is this 30 to 40, and then maybe 50 you can get a legit, something that's like sturdy, that's gonna hold up potentially, somewhere around there. So there you go. But I wasn't sure because I read your comment a couple times, Jesse Michael. When your place is set up, they make nice little place around the pad pieces. Not sure what are they? It's coming. Hang on. Okay. All right. The C-rack cans. Oh, okay. I got you now. I got you. Okay, I see your come. Okay. So that, yeah, just having that kind of little collectible, kind of maybe antique feel to it. I wasn't sure if you were talking about the chair or the ration. Okay, got it. Because there's also like a 5 second delay or 3 second delay also from the time I talk and stuff to the time you guys actually see it. And if your internet's not fast, then it could be 5 seconds or so. So it's kind of always a little disconnect in the what I'm talking about versus that. Plus, there's 4 seconds or 7 seconds for someone to type. So 15 seconds has gone by the time someone types the actual message. So, how long and what branch? Just over 4 years, and Marines. So I used to be Wandering Marine Veteran. I switched the name for a couple reasons. One, just to make it shorter. I feel like it might still be a little long. Like I kind of want like maybe just like a take off of like 2 syllables or 1 syllable, just to make it nice and catchy and flow for people. And a lot of people don't know it. So the thing is, a lot of people don't know what veteran means, and I'm talking about Americans. A significant portion of people don't know what veteran means. I get regularly asked, am I in the military? or like they don't people don't understand. So that's part of the thing about my name. I'm kind of been iffy about, and then Marine. Let's say about maybe half of Americans know what a Marine is because like people heard of it in TV and stuff, and they don't know what the difference between Army or like someone who's in the Navy or something. They're like, oh, so you're in the Navy, and it's like, well, technically yes, the Marines is part of the Navy, but it just confuses people. About say maybe a third of people legitimately know what Marines is, and then maybe half know what veteran means. It's like they got a lot of people know it's kind of like military, but they don't understand what it means. So it's just kind of like, and then some people don't understand what wandering means, and it's just like, you can't, it's just like, for the unfortunate part. And then you got to consider that people from other countries and the Marine really doesn't translate so well because Marina and all this stuff. So people are like, oh, is it sailor or are you like like military sailor or not? And a lot of Americans also think when they saw wandering Marine veteran, and like fair enough. Like if you think about it, like in some context, veteran isn't just military. It's someone who's in common use context. It's also oftentimes simply someone who's done something for a long time as well. And so people are thinking, oh, you're like a sailor, and it's just like, yeah. So it's kind of a little story on that. Generically, I mean, said like a fair amount of people who actually watch me regularly understood, but yeah, it's just kind of confusing people. You're in the Navy over 20 years. Okay. That's awesome. You retired from the Navy. Yeah, and then there's a strong connection between Navy and Philippines, and so that makes even more sense now. Find you a little shelf you can use. Yeah, it's real, real. It's real, real. Let's see if I can find you. Yeah. Oh, and guys, I don't know why I didn't do it, but if you look at my last video. Oh, well, I know why. I don't have it on. I don't have on here my fan mailbox, though I should. Just checking the audio again, guys. Just make sure. Cuts out once in a while or does something funky. All right. So the fan mailbox is open. Um, I'm gonna check it at least once this month. So maybe Friday after next. Um, I mean, unless someone sends me something like, "Hey, I sent you food" or something like that's perishable within the next couple of weeks, then I'll go ahead and go over. But no one has told me. Well, one person has told me they're sending me something that was like canned bread or something. And I'm like, I could wait a few weeks for that. But so I'll try to make at least one trip there this month, guys, to get to the fan mail. Um, and then um, yeah, and then I'll check that, and also so I probably make some good videos out of that, and we'll see, depending on whatever is sent or not sent. What is it? Oh, huge bug. Very well. Still trying to get the name to Wandering Wanderer. Still a solid name. Yeah, I think Wandering Veteran's fine. I think I'm gonna stick with it for a longer term, or maybe for the long run. Like LA Beast. I think he's a perfect example of that. Like, I don't know, unless his personality is just so solid. I'm not sure unless that's the case, because I wouldn't really know on this, but I imagine he's at some point been like, why do I still have 62able? Because it really doesn't make sense. So I don't, like he's explained it on his live once. Why is he Skippy 62able? But it's just kind of like, at the same time, like, I know for me personally, I'd much just on a just personal opinion. If I were him, I would be like, actually change my name to LA Beast or Los Angeles Beast or some things very similar to that. Because he said he's not going to change the New Jersey Beast because people were asking about that, and I think it was a fair question people to ask, like why aren't you the New Jersey Beast now or something like. But yeah, but it's more about the meaning and where he's done majority of his content. Well, maybe half of his content has been in LA. Let's see here. Not getting any new messages. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, but guys, awesome. Jesse's awesome. If you haven't already looked at his channel, like he comes with a different perspective of like why he's on YouTube and like what he specifically wants to do on YouTube. So he kind of brings a little bit of something fresh in his own way. So I really like that, and he also has some cool stories meeting people. Got 10 people on here, guys. I don't have any 8 likes, but I have 10 people on right now. So if you could do that. Also, I do have just a couple rules if you do the fan mail. As I said, there's another video, and I go into detail about the fan mail. I didn't say it super clear because I was talking to the audience as well, trying to figure it out exactly how I'm gonna do it. But basically, I just have a couple rules on fan mail. I just need to know who it's from. I don't need to necessarily know what's in it, but I'm not. If you're gonna send anything like ridiculous, it's not gonna get on the channel. I mean, if it's ridiculous, like in a legit, honestly funny way, but if it's not like something that, if it's not something that like per se like a kid or something like that were to look at it and would be funny to them also. If it's not that the case where it's not like offensive, if it's offensive to a child. If you were to send the same thing to a child or to someone, then I'm not gonna put it on the channel. I mean, if it's something funny and it's just for me use, and I'll be, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just basically saying I'm not gonna put anything like ridiculous on the channel. So if you're thinking about sending anything ridiculous, it's just not gonna go on the channel in the first place. So, but as long as it's something like kind of cool or funny. But I'm just by ridiculous. I mean, you guys get what I'm saying. Like just something like something inappropriate. If it's inappropriate or dangerous in any way, I'm not going to put it on the channel. So that's why I need to just know who it's from, and like a return address. And the name doesn't have to be your actual name if you go by your channel name. Like if we're, I don't know, just name that popped in my head, you know, Old Smoky. He doesn't say his name on the channel. Actually, Gabriella said his name once. I believe he actually said his name on his channel. I heard his name. Anyway, so Old Smoky. Yeah, I don't know if I should even say that. I saw that. Well, yeah, I saw his name through Gabriella. So anyway, what was my point now? Anyway, family friendly. How you doing, Selena? Appreciate it. But I absolutely, someone forgot to hit the thumbs up, so I have there we go. When I refresh my page, because I feel like it's not accurate. Yes, it was not accurate. So I got 14 thumbs up. Awesome. Yeah, I knew that wasn't accurate. It's kind of finicky with the thumbs up while you're live, or the exact watch count. Anyway, as well, guys, like I said, I'm since it is starting to pick up speed, I'm gonna wait. I am gonna delay the T channel video a little bit. I did actually officially say it was gonna be 1:30. I know like probably none of you guys, maybe one of you guys actually saw that post, but I posted it on another. I might rename this, but I have a Facebook page. It's called My Oddities instead of Wandering Tea Apprentice, and that's for my Tea channel, which is B page Tea. That was before I actually decided my YouTube channel name and all that, and also I had an idea of using My Oddities as the actual like name for maybe selling tea or something like that, and so I just kind of kept it that way because I really like it because like oddities, and I didn't. I kind of still like it in my head, My Oddities. And then also I was kind of thinking I might do like some like obscure types of tea as well. That's kind of one of my goals. However, those obscure teas, of course, come with a price tag. So starting off, I'm not going to be doing very many expensive teas. However, there are two expensive teas I will be reviewing. They're legit quality. I got from a company in UK. They're not, the production is not from UK as per most production of tea is from the greater China area. What I mean by that is like including India and Japan and so on. So that's where most of the world's tea comes from. However, there is tea production in US. There's tons of tea farms actually because there's a bunch in Big Island, Hawaii. And I visited them personally, as well as there's one in Charleston, which I believe to be the biggest tea farm in US. And it's considered a tea plantation rather. I visited there a couple times, as well as visited one in Guatemala and so on. But anyway, maybe you can always add your fan address beneath the YouTube subscription. Subscription? You mean description, I think. But oh yeah, I can add the. Yeah, I can edit the video right now even. There we go. Let's see here. I will go ahead and grab that address. Fair point. I'll drop it in the channel as well one time. Let's see here. Oops. Why did I do that? Oh, okay. Alright. I now have that address. So I don't think it'll show up for you guys unless you refresh your page. But I will be dropping it as well. And again, guys, I'm very excited about Fanmail, but just know if you are sending something ridiculous, it's like, I mean, as inappropriate, I guess is a better word, not ridiculous, because I don't want people to think like you can't send I don't know, a whoopee cushion. I don't know why you would, but that's not going to be a concern. I'm not worried about a simple joke like that. You know, if a simple joke is fine, just not something that if you would feel uncomfortable sending it to a child or someone you find in like high respect or something, you know what I mean? That kind of like you guys get what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about by that. Well, I guess you wouldn't send them a whoopee cushion or something, but you guys get what I'm saying. Saludos, amigos. ¿Cómo estás, Jefferson Núñez? Estoy hablando de cosas para mis videos porque quiero comer como cucarachas, como arañas y tengo coreo para regalos ah, por los fans y como... Ah, y tengo un canal de té. Estoy cocinando como cosas como kombucha, etcétera, para mi canal de té. ¿De qué país? Alright, so I was kind of throwing some stuff I'm planning to do just in Spanish. Not sure if he speaks English or not, so canned foods are en route. That's awesome. Thank you, Luke. I figured you sounded very let's say like you're very anxious, like excited, like when's he gonna open that mailbox so I can send him. I guess I won't say what it is. Maybe just I like that little bit of surprise, in the videos. I want people to know, be in the loop, but I want them to know too much detail because then kind of gotta have a little level of mystery. But yeah, he sent some really awesome canned food, guys. It's gonna be pretty cool. It's some odd stuff, but like in a good way. Some of you guys have already seen it, I'm sure. Some of the stuff, but who knows? He might have sent something I'm not even aware about yet. Yeah, like that's exactly what I'm talking about, guys. Like he told me he's sending it, so like I'm not going to be concerned about opening it because like I know who it's from. So like if I saw a box with like no name, no return address, I might not open it just to be quite forward with you guys. But like since I know he said he's sending it, I'm fine because I understand who he is and I know him, so I'm not worried. I'm just talking about the true mystery box. Like I probably will open it, but don't be sure about it. If it seems like specifically odd, strange box, I might not open it without a name or address. Anyway, I don't want to sound strict about it. You guys send what you want in a normal capacity. And just a little. I guess I'm probably a little. I don't want to say. I'm a little anxious about what's going to get sent. That it's going to be legit mail. I guess that's what I'm a little anxious about because I feel like opening a mailbox to the world is kind of like I don't know. I just don't know what'll happen from that. You know, it might be fine, it might be over exaggerating. Exactly, Lou. Like I know tons of channels. Well, not tons, but like some channels do it. Like I think Old Smokey, he's a good example of that. Watching them practice, awesome. As Jesse is like super into the Saints. Like he even made a video specifically about them because he got to make a catch. So if you guys are into the Saints or I guess in football in general, you might really like that video because you could kind of feel. He kind of feels like vulnerable, kind of like a child, like he just had his dream come true. It's kind of like a per se like that kind of moment for him. And you can if you guys really like football or the Saints in specific, even or I don't really think it's just Saints specific. It's really just getting to meet something you've idolized in some type of way, or at least, yeah. So it's kind of a cool moment. Like, cause I don't watch football and I don't watch the Saints, and I felt connected to that video because it's like I could just put like an Elon Musk in there, and I'm like, if I got to meet Elon Musk, that would definitely make my month or year or whatever. Definitely make my time. Meeting Elon Musk would be just amazing. Don't see that happening anytime soon, but hey, happened to PewDiePie. But his channel's just a little bigger than mine. Last I checked, so I don't think I have quite the amount of people. I don't think anyone that watches me knows Elon Musk. If you guys do, if any of you guys do know Elon Musk, I would like to meet him, just to let that be heard. Or like Arnold Schwarzenegger or something. If you guys find me someone cool, I'd like to meet them. I don't think anyone does. Maybe Jesse, if I can meet Keanu or something. Keanu Reeves. Nah, I'm just messing. Anyway. Well, I mean, I'm serious, but at the same time, don't think it's gonna happen. He even found a Saints emoji somehow. Oh, a fleur de lis. Still, yeah. It haven't even. Oh, Jaime's back again. Awesome. So yeah, it's Journey's World Tour. It's mayonnaise, I think. What? Mayonnaise. What's this Joey's World's Tour in mayonnaise? Did I miss something here? Don't know what he's talking about. What? Oh, okay. What's in his mouth? Okay, very well. Yeah. People ask him that question from time to time. Got it. I got to live out, dream, and close out a chapter of my life. Paul was my everything for a big part of my life. Oh yeah. You said until high school, I believe it was, and it just didn't work out for you in high school. I think it was something about an injury because they put you in the wrong place, like in the field, and then it just didn't work out for you from there. Or no, you played a little bit in college, I think, as well. Well, yeah. Anyway, yeah. Fleur de lis emojis. Isn't that pretty close though? Let me see. New Orleans or Nolans, however you want to say it. Saints insignia. Yeah, it is a Fleur de lis anyway, so yeah, it's pretty close. So, couldn't get much closer than that. So there you go. Yeah, it's pretty close. Has to be with the profile. Yeah. Okay. To Luke. No college. Tore up my shoulder. Yeah. Tore it up and yeah. So I was. Oh, no college. Okay. I just made up the college part, but it was right about the injury. Okay. Yeah. Did talk to someone who was online who was actually in college football. Anyway, so yeah. Then last couple weeks. Big baby. Works for us though. Take care, you all. Good night. Goodbye. Isn't it? It's pretty late, isn't it, Selena? Let me see here. Time. Sri Lanka. Because I think it's like 13 hours. Let's see. Yeah, it's like 1:43 a.m. in Sri Lanka, so it sounded about right. So I knew it was like 12, 13 hours, something like that. Because I remember Japan was from the East Coast is like 12, 13 hours, depending on the time of the year. Bye, Selena. Get some good sleep. Yeah, you were up really late, Selena, actually. It's almost 2 a.m. So you must be tired, I would imagine, unless you're up at night regularly. Well, I guess you no, because you were up. You weren't up late. You were up early, per se. Because I stayed up till like 1. No. So yeah, it was midday. Because up late here is, midday there. So yeah, there we go. So yeah. Because you were on about midday with me on the panel. You were on 2 of them, I believe. You were on 2 panels. Two that I can recall right offhand. Get up late. Okay. So you get up late, so you go to bed late as well. Got it. That makes sense. But I definitely do plan to go to Ceylon, and all that. Just for I gotta get to see that tea. So, chance of me going to Sri Lanka is like 90% chance. Like 10% chance is like I don't know. Is a mystery chance. The chance that something happens so far off of what you expected in life that things don't work out that way. But as it were now, it's a very, very high chance I'm going there within the next few years. But then again, I've been planning to go to Japan, return to Japan since like 2015. I've been thinking about returning to Japan, so it's sometimes things don't happen quite when you want them, but I know I will be. Just hasn't happened yet. It's just a lot of places to go, and I visited a lot of places. I did say I was wanting to go, and it's just like you can't go to all of them, unfortunately. Even if you're a world traveler and you say I'm literally going to dedicate my life to travel, you still can't see half the places because you can easily see like 200 countries if you're traveling for like 20 years, but you can't see all the places. That's impossible. It's just literally time does not permit, because if you were to go like TripAdvisor for every city in the world and just combine it together, you physically don't have enough time. Plus, like, things build by the time you left. So if you visit Turkey now and then go back in 10 years, there's going to be so much change and so many new things or things you were wanting to go back to. So that's just the thing about travel, is you can never finish it, per se. That was very possible to do until last year, actually, Luke. It was possible to still do that until last year. Yeah. But you never know. I don't want to get too much into politics, but just let's just keep it like on a geography level. Not we're not talking about who's right, who's wrong, or whatever. Just the actual reality. Yeah, the Koreas could connect together. Who knows? So I'm not going to go into the details about that because I don't want to get into that topic. But just never know. It could definitely happen, Luke. I think it is very much a possibility. Um, that at some time that'll be possible for you. Of course, if they do combine together, of course, it's not going to be even remotely the same as the North Korea that there is now. So, yeah, just leave it at that. But yes, it was very much possible to visit until last year. Or, kind of depends on your opinion, but if we talk back, so let's go back to, let's say, 2016, it would have been totally possible to go in 2015, 16, somewhere around there, you know. Just in the last couple of years, it's not really a thing. The tours have closed down that were taking Americans now. I'm sure there's still some going, but in general, it's just not a thing now. No, it's that there's certain countries we can't go to right now. As Americans we're able to go to a few less countries in the last couple of years. Um, so yeah, that's why. It's like or there's slightly more restrictions, but there's always, you know, with that there's always ones that are opening their borders a little bit. Like Brazil might no longer require a visa for Americans wanting to visit. They've been talking about that. I believe since before they even put the policy, they've been talking about that. But it seems like it's might actually become a reality in the next couple of years that it'll be just you can just come, no visa and all that. And I think with that would come more tourism and probably make it a little safer for certain visitors and so on. And so I think it might become a little more viable to visit there in maybe 5 years. So we'll see on that. That's can't say. Drinking hot chocolate. I actually drank hot chocolate on my last stream, I believe, on my mail stream, wasn't it? My fan mail stream. So, yeah. Cool. Oh, VW. Wait, I was thinking it was we. Am I drinking hot chocolate? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you meant by that, Maria. I think you're asking me if I'm drinking hot chocolate. I'm drinking water. This is a Life Straw. Last live stream, yeah, I was drinking hot chocolate. Yep, that's right. Yeah, so this is a Life Straw, so it has like strands that it goes through, and the strands are basically too small for like microbes and stuff to get through. I suppose the microns are big enough for maybe some super rare bacteria, maybe supposedly, I don't know. Anyway, it's supposed to basically filter out just about any living organism, as it's there's filaments are just too small of an entrance for the bacteria, viruses, whatever. And also it does filter out some contamination. Not saying that it'll filter out enough if it's like a legit contamination source, like we're talking like some type of radioactive or like a lot of chemical substances. They're not going to be filtered well enough, but from everything I've seen, it will, to a small level, actually filter those out, like reduce them, maybe What percent I don't know, but it's not. I don't think it's supposed to be enough to do that. But as far as like bacteria and viruses and stuff, it's supposed to be so good at it that you pretty much can drink out of like authentically contaminated, like as far as bacterial contaminated waters. Like if you were going to maybe Amazon or something, probably be sufficient for that. Whereas there's a lot of heavy contamination in certain parts of the rainforest around Brazil and Peru, because there's actually, unfortunately, certain places that actually dump their trash to this day regularly into some of those rivers, like the now Amazon is only one very specific river. I had a little bit of misinterpretation, as I used to think kind of the Amazon was the general forest, but it's actually tons of rainforest there. It seems almost arbitrary, a lot of their boundaries, because like this is the other river, but they still connect, and it's just like I feel like a lot of those are just modern borders. Like that Amazon River is the other river. If it connects, it is the same river. As far as I'm concerned, I understand that there's sometimes natural barriers of why people define the river to be separate, but a lot of that is just people renaming things because it goes into their territory, and that's not relevant to the actual nature per se. Yeah, so this is really good, and I'm drinking tap water, so not that the tap water should be unsafe, but it should be even better. You know what, guys? I will show you one thing. I kind of was, I don't know. I'll show you one cool thing that I did get. Wasn't was thinking I kind of didn't want to show it, but you know what? I'll show you one cool thing. I want to see. I know it's gonna be kind of gross, but there's really no way for me to get it through the filter without suction. So I'm gonna, like, I don't know, how am I gonna get this water through the filter if I were not to drink it? Have to spit it out. Like, I don't know. I don't know. There's gotta be, like, if I don't have a device that can suck, like, through the. Hold on. Because, like, I kind of want to see if the pH. What's the pH coming out of this versus my tap water? My tap water I tested. No, I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys right here. I'll be right back. So I'll show you just a portion of the kit. How about that? I won't show you the full deal because I'm doing a video specifically maybe just on the kit. So I'm just grabbing something that I need to grab in order to show you it. So I'm fermenting a bunch of stuff. Like haven't said all the things I'm fermenting, but I'm doing a couple types of kombucha and such. So anyway, this is water. I know it looks just like black to you. You can't see what it is, but it's water. You know, it's safe to spill a little bit. So there you go. It's just clear water. This is a pH tester. And so I calibrated it. I didn't calibrate the high end. I was still figuring that out. But as far as the medium and low range, I already calibrated it. So let's see here. No, that's not quite right. Hold on. Okay. Come on. I just got this thing. I'm trying to figure it out still. But anyway, it's within 0.5 accuracy or 0.2 accuracy or something like that. So maybe I had some tea or something in here, so maybe the pH is a little off. But anyway, yeah, it says 8.6 is the pH for the water. I think it's 8.3 is more accurate when I tested yesterday. But anyway, I haven't calibrated it fully properly yet. I'm still figuring it out exactly. Like I put in the buffer solutions, but it just didn't seem like it kind of quite went correct. But anyway, I'm curious to check out the pH of this when it comes out. So I'll think if I can find a way to kind of get that through. Like if I had maybe a different filter or something, maybe I can do that. Or but I'd still like to use the Lifestyle filter though. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see here. So it raises the pH, is what you're saying, Luke? Because alkaline's going to be a higher number and then acid's a lower number. Let's see here. It's a DYLN water bottle. Awesome, Jesse. So, we don't know the joke though. But anyway, guys, we're not leaving, but I'm gonna get up as soon as I can. I'm gonna drop you guys a link, just so you can get right over there. I'll try to. I think I said it was gonna be like 15 minutes or something. I'll try to put it down to under 10 minutes from the time I end this stream. I'm going to have my other channel going, so I can do a live from there. It's just why I said 15 minutes because I'm not sure if it'll be real fluid because it's my first time going live on it and there's some restrictions and I'm not sure if they've changed it all since in the last month or something. So nothing's really changed in the last month as far as rules, which I don't think they have, but just in case. That's why I said 15 minutes. So hopefully it should be under 10 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. We'll see. So that is my other channel. And if you guys just go over there and kind of just wait 5 to super max 15 minutes. I don't want it to be 15 minutes. I'm hoping it'll be more like 5 minutes. Like I think it'll be 5 minutes. I just can't guarantee it. So guys, just in about 5 minutes, I'll be over there. I suppose, you know what? I just realized I could set up the live while I'm still on this live, so that, yeah. Well, there you go. Just occurred to me, because I'm using a separate device. I can set up the live, end the stream, and it'll just be like a 2-minute delay or something, or 1 minute delay. So yeah, there we go, guys. Just I'm gonna setting up the next live stream. Let's see here. So if I miss any comments, I'm gonna check you guys' comments on the phone in just a moment. Right as soon as I set up the live, I'm going to check those comments out. Looking stuff, just shaking your head. All right. So let's see here. Go live. Okay, I know from a past experience that when I set it up from my computer, it didn't work on my cell phone. So, and then I realize now that they don't have the Hangouts now. So, don't think that idea will work. So let's see here if I can actually get it to work, guys. Just bear with me a moment. I'm gonna set up the live. If it works, it works. Otherwise, I'm gonna go live through Streamlabs on my phone, and then I'll watch the comments through my computer. So it's just right. All right, guys. I'm setting it up. It's just I know last time when I actually set it up, it just never actually went live, even though I'd said go live and the button just didn't work. So if I'm missing any comments right now, guys, I'm going to be right back with you. Just one moment. All right. See here. They put a timer on this. Put a timer on the thumbnail when you're going live, so it's like you have to can't really position. All right. So it says go live, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and read your comments real quick, and then I'm gonna go live on the other channel. See if it works out. Let's see here. So let's read those comments real quick. I'm gonna set up go live. Let's see here. Bye, Jesse. See ya. Alright, so there was really no new comments. Just thanks YouTube and all that. Okay. So guys, if you can just click that link right there, right in the chat. That's the Wandering Tea Apprentice, and I'll be live for like half an hour. If people want to stay longer, I can stay longer. That's fine. So I'm just making it a manageable amount for people. All right. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. And thank you guys who are watching after the stream as well. And you guys can also go check out the other stream. So thank you guys. Take care.